Yo, Leon Thomas, man, congratulations, man. Mutt is out and it's crazy.
Yo, thank you, man.
Yeah, nah, listen, a lot of people are saying you're bringing R&B back.
I love that.
Is that
I love
a thing
that.
for you?
Yo, listen, I mean, I'm just a real fan of all the different generations of R&B. We tried to really fit that into this album in a great way, and it's cool to see people respond to it.
People love it, man.
Yeah.
I know TikTok loves it.
Yeah, TikTok's been showing love. I've been seeing lots of dances and things. You know, I was a little scared. I was like, it was kind of old school, but I'm glad they're really, resonating with the music. Yeah.
It does have that vibe. There's that soulful vibe. It's like that
Exactly.
classic R&B vibe.
Yeah, for
right?
sure.
Where some of the vocals are drowned out. There's more,
yeah.
a lot of the instruments are being highlighted. And you play every
Yeah,
instrument in the world.
I
Is
play
that right?
bass, guitar, drums, keys, and a lot of my homies were playing on these records, and it was cool to really jam through a lot of it and document that. I feel like that's a piece that's kind of missing in R&B, and I'm glad that we're bringing the jam back.
That's right. Mutt's crazy, and then you follow it up with a remix with Freddie Gibbs.
Oh yeah,
Crazy.
That's my boy.
Yeah.
We go way back. He's one of my favorite lyricists, especially all the stuff he was doing with Alchemist and Madlib, and just to really highlight his greatness as well. Over a different landscape like R&B was really cool. It was a good mix.
Yeah, man. It was great to hear him on that for sure.
Oh, for sure.
Man.
That's my boy.
Yep. How was tour? How's touring going?
Tour was amazing,
crazy,
man.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, touring's amazing, but it was kind of scary at first because they were telling me like people weren't selling tickets right now. So I was like, man, I hope people come out to see me, check out my music.
And blaming it on a medical emergency.
Yeah, but when we put the tickets up, we sold it out in 2 weeks, and it was my first headline run, so it was cool to travel the country and really see people enjoying the music in real life.
Yeah, I feel like that also contributes to like you as an artist, you as a person, that like your core audience really fucks with you. Like,
nah, they're showing up. They're
with you.
Yeah.
They're with you.
Yeah.
They're along for the ride.
Absolutely. And I mean, I
great.
feel
They're
like a lot of my
invested in
core fan base, they kind of grew up with me back in the day from all of my Nickelodeon stuff and even the stuff I was
we
doing
gotta
on
get to
HBO.
that. We gotta get to that for sure. Yeah.
It's kind of cool to see all of them grown up. We're all doing our things. They got nose rings, tattoos. I'm like, let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's do this.
I don't have a nose ring, but I have the tattoo.
Yeah. It's like one or the other.
Yo, I Do is such a song. It's such a piece. It's not even a song. It's a piece.
Absolutely. I mean, that's me manifesting wanting to be married one day.
Yeah.
And like that feeling. I mean, it's really like
so
that
mature
record.
of you, though.
Yeah, it's one of those records that I feel like it could be the soundtrack to a guy who's had a troubled past with girls finally falling in love, and I think that's a real thing that I feel like a lot of the toxic R&B doesn't talk about as much. So I wanted to show both sides,
Right.
Yeah.
Like, yo, you're toxic. I'm toxic. Let's do this together.
Let's do this together, baby. Let's do this together. I'm putting that away. I'm hanging up the player jersey. Yeah.
I feel like that's something that a lot of people have been appreciating about Mutt is that, like you said, there's this fine line of like, okay, there's the non-toxic and the toxic side, and it's a perfect balance of it.
Right.
Do you feel like you belong to the streets more, or do you just want to like settle down?
Well, honestly, I definitely want to settle down, but I want to do it the right way. I've seen a lot of my friends rush into long-term relationships and regret it later.
Take your time.
But yeah, I'm taking my time. I'm building real friendships right now. I'm definitely not like belonging to the streets. I just think I like to document.
Perro.
I like to document what I see. I mean, I'm in Hollywood. I'm in LA. I'm seeing a lot, man. A lot of ups and downs.
There's a lot.
With
There's
everybody.
a lot going on,
So
yes.
it's just like, what can I do to kind of be the soundtrack to all of these toxic podcasts?
Take your time.
It's just like it's like
your time.
phone mic soundtracks.
I've been engaged for 10 years, dog. I'm still trying to figure it out. You feel me?
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Gotta make sure she's the one. We have 2 kids. I'm not
You
sure
like,
yet.
yeah, you almost there. You
I'm not
almost
sure.
there.
She's almost there. She's almost
Okay, bet.
She's almost there.
That's
Yeah,
funny.
she's almost out the door. Feelings on sight. I love that.
Oh, thank you,
Yo,
man.
I love the production on it as well.
Thanks a lot.
Man.
My brother,
And the pen on it is
Conductor-
crazy.
Thank you, man. Conductor is one of my favorite producers. Like I said, I like a lot of that like lo-fi hip hop. So I'm a big fan of Griselda. When I started looking up who was producing a lot of their stuff, I found Conductor. I hit him up, and it's kind of funny when I hit up a producer I like, I'll usually tell him about the person I'm working with. And at the time, I was working with Ye and Ty Dolla on Vultures. So I was like, yeah, Ye needs some joints.
You were in Italy?
Yeah, I was in Italy,
Okay.
which was true. But he sent that one, and I was like, man, this is perfect for my stuff. So I ended up recording it at the Medici estate in Italy, man. I was walking around a garden, listening to it, writing lyrics, and coming up with vibes. Went and recorded it, and once I got back home, I had a meeting with Wale about just cooking up some music, And I played it for him, and he immediately took to it. So it took some time to get the record like completely finalized, but it was a beautiful process of like taking a really amazing instrumental and adding live strings to it and really cool vocals that really took it there.
What's something that we don't know when it comes to putting a song together like that, right? Like there's a lot of legal behind it as well.
Absolutely.
But then, you know, you got to make sure everything sounds right, obviously, right? With like the mix and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, you know, music is a process. You know, there's some people who microwave their music, and there's some people who take it to the oven. You know, there's some people who brine. You know, they'll have it in there for a long time. This is me like kind of like this is me kind of like, you know, acclimating it to food. But you know, to be real, my music is definitely a home cooked meal. You know, nothing microwave. We take our time,
and some is
do our
catered.
best,
Yeah.
you know,
No hamburger helper.
No, I mean it's
exactly.
from scratch, right?
Yeah. This is from scratch, and we're trying to figure it out. You know, I really respect a lot of the co-producers who really came in to help turn this into a movie.
Crazy. So LA's a wild place. You know this by
Absolutely,
now, right?
yeah,
You've seen
yeah.
it and heard it all, right?
Yeah.
But like, what's the story? You lived in an apartment, and you woke up one day and someone's robbing your house, and they're literally on your couch chilling.
No, man.
What happened?
I finally purchased my first home in LA. I'm pretty excited.
Oh, it's your
you
home.
know?
Okay.
Yeah, this is like my home. So I finally purchased my crib. I'm in there for about like a year. Everything was fine. I mean, it's a really beautiful neighborhood, but it was my fault. You know, I got some Uber Eats, and I fell asleep on the couch, and I just decided to go to sleep after I got the food, but forgot to lock the door. My dog starts barking, and I go to my living room, and there's a stranger on my couch just sitting there. Smell like mad Coronas. You know what I'm saying?
He was Mexican?
Yo,
He was Mexican.
bro. I mean, you know, I didn't want to make that correlation. But, yo, he definitely smelled like a lot of Coronas, and my boy just looked confused. He was like, hold up, what? I'm like, what? Get out of my home.
He looked at you like you were.
Yo, he looked at me like,
Leon, like, what are you doing here?
And I'm like, yo, fam, you got to go. You got to bounce.
Yeah.
And what's crazy is that, like, he was like, no, I have to tell you something, And then I just watched John Wick.
Oh, no. So you were hype.
I sicked my dog on him. I said, get him, boy, get him. My dog comes running out. He's barking. The guy ran out the crib. You know, never to be heard from again. You know, we just always lock doors now.
We lock doors. We get surveillance.
I have all of that, but this is a lapse in judgment, man. Probably the only time I've ever done that, but it was a crazy
That's
story.
crazy. That is a crazy.
That's
Fun
crazy.
fact, I smell like Coronas right now. You know what I'm
Not
saying?
at all. He lying,
Plot
y'all.
twist,
He
it
lying.
was Cruz.
What was he watching on TV?
No, he was just
he
sitting
wearing?
there. It was actually kind of creepy because he was just sitting there like just looking confused, and I'm like, okay.
He wasn't naked or anything, was he?
Nah, the brother was just really drunk, man. Yeah, he was just really
wild.
drunk. It just is what it is.
Do you file a report?
I thought about it, right? But I'm thinking
Yeah.
about it. It was really on me. So I'm like, I left it unlocked, you know. But it is what it is.
You're a nice guy.
Yeah, I guess so.
You're a
man.
nice guy.
I guess so.
Did you buy a gun after that?
Absolutely. Because imagine you in your living room, just like nothing but like kitchen knives. Come on, like
What's that gonna do? I'll fuck around and cut myself.
exactly.
The guys judge me so hard because whenever like my man is out of like the apartment and is traveling, I
Right.
sleep with a knife on the bedside.
Oh wow.
I'm
Shit.
just like
you never know.
they
You
like
never know.
I have taser, pepper spray, and everything.
Yeah. I
All
ain't
the
mad
shit
at you.
you got on your keychain right
Yeah.
now.
Oh no. Actually, I
hold
took
on,
it off.
hold
I
on.
took it off.
She
I
got
took it
a
off. I took
crazy
it off.
show. Show him,
But yo, it's better to be safe than sorry. Yeah, I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you.
What kind of gun did you buy, and did you write a song about it yet?
Yo, Brock, it's that Glock, right?
Oh,
yeah, Glock
shit, my
26.
bad.
Yeah. Glock 26. I ain't want to get it wrong.
Oh my God! So yeah, you have to learn how to use it, obviously, right?
Absolutely.
So then you got to
we're
go
trying
through
to
that.
hit the gun range, trying to get
There you
right.
go.
You know, my boy actually has this really cool training facility up north in California somewhere, and he was saying I could go over there and really become John Wick. So that's my that's my next move, man. Mario, another R&B brother, is always over there. I mean, he's looking real good with the gun now. you know, he's like doing his thing.
It's
You know?
crazy though. We have to protect our home. We got to protect.
Gotta protect our home, whatever it
belongings.
takes, you know.
There's a place right here in Burbank.
Oh, really?
Yeah, literally right up the street. Yeah, I'm not a big gun guy, but
Yeah,
I got a
I'm
family,
not
I got
either, but
kids.
man, like, yo, what's going on?
But Cruz has never shot a gun. Have you ever shot a gun?
No, I've never shot one.
Hey, we should
I've
make
held
it a
one.
group outing, bro. Let's
I'm
go.
actually down.
Let's
for
go.
real.
We go
Yeah.
right
I
here to
hope we're gonna
Burbank.
become
We'll do a
friends
little
after
group
this.
outing,
Yeah,
man,
yeah,
you know, for safety
let's go.
purposes.
Yeah,
Safety purposes.
I'll bring Coronas. It'll be.
All right,
Too easy. Yo, yeah, I've never shot a gun. What does that feel like, man? That feel good?
I mean, it kind of helps you understand why people go crazy because there's definitely a lot of power associated with it, But for me, it's just strictly for protection.
Nah, yeah, 100%. Yo, Mutt is out, man, and it's quality R&B music with so much going on, right?
Well, thank you,
You have to
man.
carve out some time to make this album. What was that process like, and how long was that process?
Well, it was about 2.5 years of really just finding myself. I think when I dropped my first album, I don't feel like I was rushed into it because that one, it took a long time to make too. But I knew that I had to release 2 albums in my first album cycle with my label.
Yeah.
So there was an element with Mutt of urgency, and I really wanted to win. I wanted to show Ty and Sean Barron over at Easy Money that, they betted on the right guy. So I really put, my heart and soul into this, and I'm just glad people are really resonating with it.
Yeah, man. Yo, and then on top of Mutt, right, there's so much work that you've done outside of that as well.
Absolutely,
You got a Grammy with SZA, dog.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Where do you
man.
keep the Grammy? You keep it safe?
Yeah, I got it in my living room in a lock cabinet. It's real nice,
Can people see it when they come over?
Yeah. When people come through,
That's
it's really just a great just totem of a lot of the hard work I've done in the music industry.
There you go.
I went for years without people really noticing some of the things I was, a part of as a producer and a songwriter. So
Behind the scenes,
it felt,
that's
it
for
felt
sure.
really good to, have that moment in the, in the spotlight for sure.
Yeah.
That was dope.
Is that frustrating, right? Being so successful, but not necessarily being in front?
Not necessarily because, for me, I knew I was building a great catalog that was going to give me
It's the
all the money
process,
to
right?
market myself, So it's the process of building a business. And I looked at songwriting and production as something separate from what I did as an actor. I didn't come through with an entitled attitude. It was just like, let me actually learn. Let me sit down with the greats like Babyface. I studied under for a long time. And then even working with Boy Wonder, I was able to really figure out how to curate a good record for somebody, and that took time, man. It really wasn't easy.
You got good parents.
Oh yeah,
A really good family.
Yeah.
They didn't screw
I'm
you
definitely
over
a family
for your
guy.
child acting days?
Nah, not at all, man. It was
'Cause that
all
does
love.
happen, unfortunately.
It was all love. I will say that that child acting experience was like a startup between me and my mom, just like coming together and plotting about like, all right, so what do we do next? And
being a team.
it was so cool to have a team member that genuinely cared about me. She was never on some Joe Jackson, like, you have to do this. It was always like, well, if you still want to do it, you got to have good grades. And I think we should go with this network, or we should try this role, or let's just kind of tap in. And I've always done my best to pay it forward for her because she's
how you
such
do
a
it.
beautiful, beautiful soul who
That's
really
how you
guided
do
me in
it.
the right
Were you
direction.
the breadwinner?
At
that age?
Yeah, for some time. I mean, because she had to quit her job in order to even, like, things got real, man. I mean, I did 3 Broadway plays in 3 years, and then I was doing movies with Robin Williams, TV shows on Nickelodeon, flying all over the country. It became tough for her to really sustain her own business, which was really successful in New York at the time. But, I really respect her for pouring into me in that way.
Yeah, man. She did, man. She raised a real one.
Nah, for sure.
That's love.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. I mean, honestly, everything I do, even to this day, is to continue to build a safety net for my tribe. It's like my tribe first, people second.
That's it, man.
Yeah.
That's how
I
you
love
do it,
that.
man. What's up, Jack?
I want to know,
That's
have
beautiful.
you seen Wicked yet?
I haven't seen Wicked, and I've been beating myself up about it, but I've been on the road, so it's kind of
Yeah.
tough to like carve out time to go to the movies. But shout out to Ariana, man. That's my friend
Isn't
for
that
life.
crazy?
Yo, it's crazy, but you know what's wild? I always knew she was gonna be a megastar. She was like good at being famous at 16. Like, I've never seen anything quite like it. Like, she was just really good at being famous. So I knew this
She
was
got it
like
early,
coming.
right? Yeah.
Yeah,
She understood it early.
She understood it early. Just really got the game from how to utilize social media to her
Yeah.
advantage. She was a YouTube star before she even really started dropping music officially. And to see her, turn that data into hit records was like the first time I saw it happen, and I was like, okay. That's the formula,
Nah,
As an
for sure.
actor, is there kind of like I guess, what's the biggest difference when it comes to Broadway stage acting and studio acting?
Well, I feel like for Broadway, you have to perform for the people in the back of the audience. For film, it's all in the eyes. It's all in the intention and listening, to the other person. It has to feel like a real conversation. On Broadway, I feel like you kind of have to overact just a little bit in order
Sure,
to,
yeah. It's your
for
whole
everybody
body,
to
right?
feel it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Your whole
So when
body
you
has
walk
to
into a
tell the
room, you
story.
have to walk into a room,
Exactly.
right?
You gotta, exactly.
On Broadway, downtown LA Broadway, though.
Oh yeah, downtown. I did some at the Pantages years ago, man.
For sure.
Yeah,
man.
That's-
Man, you stay working, man.
Oh
It's
yeah, it doesn't
nonstop.
stop. It doesn't stop, man. But I'm really blessed to do what I do. I think about all the other jobs I could have had.
Think
and
about it,
I'm
yeah.
really happy that I'm doing something that I'm passionate about, and it's really fun. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, there's its ups and downs, but overall, it's really fun.
Yo, Farfetch with Ty Dolla $ign, right?
Yeah.
Is that like you guys get that done in Italy as well, or was that?
No. Now, Farfetched, I put together a long time ago, right around the time when I was doing like some of the stuff for Certified Lover Boy.
Yep.
And it was a track that was really fun. Do you guys remember Ryan Leslie?
Yeah.
This was like a Ryan Leslie moment for me. So I'm in the studio.
You remember
on
his YouTube
drums.
channel?
Yeah. I'm super inspired by him. So
Man,
like,
bro, I still watch that to
it
this
was
day.
it was a Ryan
when
Leslie
he orders
moment.
the instrument and pays with it, or
Yup.
pays for it with his black card.
Some of the best YouTube series moments
Crazy.
we've ever seen in music production. But I've always been inspired by him, and Farfetch was a song that was kind of built in that same breath,
Yeah.
and me just really jamming out on different instruments. And I had the song for a long time, and my boy Wonder was like, yo, you should finish that. And I couldn't think of a second verse, so I played it for Ty, and he was like, man, I'm down, let's do it.
Yeah.
And it
You're
turned
like, okay.
into magic. I'm like, well, yeah, let's go. Let's go. Had a LA legend lock in and really like take it 2x,
Nah,
3x
for sure.
from what
And he
it was.
also plays many instruments. He's
Oh,
a
yeah.
musician. He's a writer.
We just had the LA show. You know, we had Ty Dolla $ign pop out.
Let's go.
And he was playing bass while I was playing guitar. I was doing a solo. He was on his knees wilding out. You know what I'm saying, with the bass. It was a real rock star moment, and it's cool to be signed to somebody that understands the different sides of me. You know, obviously I'm really into R&B, but there's so many layers to who I am as a musician.
Nah,
you know?
for sure.
Yeah.
Is there a song that we would be surprised you listen to? Is it like Sabrina Carpenter or
Nah,
Meghan Trainor? Are you
it's
a
like,
Swiftie?
Nah. Well, I mean, shout out to the Swifties because I
All
ain't
love.
trying to.
It's love.
I got the hands up, like shout out to Taylor Swift. She is amazing. No, but
Always down for the collab.
always that. But like, actually, I'm actually down for a collab. But I listen to
100%.
like Radiohead, like Fake Plastic Trees.
Let's
I listen to
Okay.
Led Zeppelin, Black Dog. You know, like I listen to just a plethora of different things. McGee, his new album's amazing. I've been rocking that a lot.
Yeah.
But I'm just inspired by
You draw inspiration from
by
that?
the drama. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Black Sabbath was a huge inspiration for even my artwork, like the kind of weird
Blurriness.
blurriness
Yeah.
of it. Yeah, from like the Paranoid album, you know? Yeah.
Yeah, that Paranoid album's classic.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that goes down as one of the best rock records ever.
Nah,
ever,
for
ever,
sure,
ever
for
made,
sure.
man.
They say that's the beginning of metal, you know? So,
So
yeah.
it sounds like that you enjoy a good guitar riff because you
Oh,
mentioned
for sure.
Black Dog, you mentioned.
Yeah.
So do you like that guitar drums combo?
It's like guitar bass drum combo, like that feeling when everything's kind of, you know, based off of a lead melody, you know. I think that's like a really cool part of rock and roll to me, and it's something that I even used on my own album with a joint like Dancing with Demons. I have like a guitar part that's kind of you know, in unison with the bass because it was super inspired by all the Black Sabbath stuff.
That's right. Beatles inspired as well?
Beatles for sure. Rolling Stones. You know, to me, Pink Floyd, just the psychedelic like energy and vibes are definitely all infused in what I do on R&B, and I hope people understand the different sides of me. And I'll always do my best to like not get too left, but
Sure,
you know,
yeah,
but yeah, because you know it's a game, but I'm definitely excited to show more sides of myself on the next
Why
project.
not?
For sure.
Give it to him, man. What's up?
Yeah.
I just have it here. Is this what you're talking
Yeah. But you see what's happening, the bass and the guitar, like in unison in a really special way.
Yep, together. Just
Exactly.
riding away together. That's also
Exactly.
a white strip club classic.
It is a white strip club classic.
That is a classic
it's a
in New
GTA
York.
stripper classic.
Super classic is crazy.
That's right. The most beautiful white
Yeah.
woman is about to walk out.
Oh, crazy with the blonde hair. Snap it. Hair flips for sure.
American flag G-string, you feel me? Too easy, bro. That's right. You know Jackie's a fan of your TV work.
Oh, for
Major.
sure.
She
Yeah.
grew up
Oh,
watching
that's
you, bro.
tight.
I grew
That's
up
tight.
watching you, so this is kind of like not kind of, it is a full circle moment for
That's
me.
amazing.
And like, I literally from Victorious to like Backyardigans, like I was just
Yeah,
like,
Let's go.
oh my God, like this is so wild. And like
I really
I
appreciate it.
personally as a fan, like I am super proud to see your like progress and the fact that you're finally getting your shine.
That's beautiful. Thank you so much. It's been a long journey, you know, but I always respect how I started and the fact that they even allowed me. I remember I had like this big board meeting with the Nickelodeon executives, and I was like, please don't Urkel me, dog. Like, if you can, make me cool. Like, make me cool, because like I still want to do other things after this. And that's when I was like 13 years old.
You were 13 having this conversation?
Yeah, I was definitely having that conversation about brand and marketing and being able to journey out of what we do after the fact.
Sure,
and they definitely respected that in real ways. Obviously, I had goofy episodes from time to time, but like,
you were also allowed to perform.
I was allowed to perform.
Yeah.
They allowed me to write songs on the show too. It was my first time really understanding the process of writing a song and putting it out. And I hit the Billboard charts at like 16, you know. So
Crazy.
it was a cool experience, and I, you know, really shout out to Nickelodeon and Viacom for
sure.
like,
Yeah,
holding me down.
I was telling Cruz like right before this too. I was like, I really liked your character because you were like really the only sane one. Like, I was just like, okay,
That was on
like,
purpose.
Yeah,
I fought hard for that.
Did you really? When you like, yo.
Yeah, no, I fought hard for sanity. Yeah, for sure. Because like, you know, if you let them, they'll have you know, doing some pretty wild stuff on there.
yeah. So
You got to be careful, right?
Yeah,
And
gotta be
is there a
careful.
worry about being typecasted?
Exactly.
So don't Urkel
I
me,
think
right?
you know, comedy is a beautiful thing, and I understand comedic timing because I've done sitcoms my whole life. But you know, I knew for a fact that if people only saw me as a curator of jokes, they wouldn't necessarily be able to take me serious when I wanted to do my music and get in depth about
It would make the
certain
transition
things.
a lot harder.
It would have
that's
made it
for
kind of
sure.
tough,
Yeah.
you know. I mean, we've seen actors transition into dramas, but it's kind of tough to see a comedian jump into music like I'm trying to do right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, Jamie Foxx had a run, right?
Yo, Jamie Foxx is such an anomaly in that way.
Crazy.
Man, it's like
Sick.
insane.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
That's a generational talent right there.
That's a fact. What's up, Garcia?
Yo, backyardigans, bro, were such a part of my household. I got 2 teenagers now.
Oh, for sure.
No,
Yeah.
Backyardigans Live, my G,
Uh-huh.
birthday parties, the Cheats and Eats a Pizza is my favorite episode. That's my favorite episode. But man, it must feel great to be able to have your fans now call back to those days and you have an impact on them, man, because children and TV, man, that's like, you know, that just brings back so much nostalgia. It doesn't
for
matter
sure.
when you grew up, you know?
Yeah. I mean, it's a really cool thing. I mean, we've been doing like meet and greets before, you know, my shows, and to see how the journey has affected people and how grateful they are that I kept going and didn't let the industry beat me down was just a beautiful exchange, you know, and I'm gonna stay resilient, man. I'm down to keep going.
Gotta stay resilient.
Yeah,
right? Nah,
yeah.
for sure, man. Have you given yourself time to kind of break down what's going on between Kendrick and Drake?
You know, to be completely honest, I let the Titans fight. You know, like now, I'm still
Just
learning
be a
my
spectator,
superpowers.
homie. Yeah.
I'm still learning my superpowers. So I'm letting them just kind of do their thing. But you
What
know,
a
I'm a
situation,
big
though.
fan of both. You know, and it's you know, it's kind of unfortunate. I really hope that we could all coexist a little bit differently. But you know, it has bred some amazing records. So it is what it is.
been good
But
for music.
it's a
amazing
little
music, yeah.
unfortunate though, because I would love for both of them to be able to just rise to the occasion and be great at the same time if possible.
That'd
you
be
know?
great. That'd
Yeah.
be great. But I don't necessarily see that happening.
I don't. It's gonna be a journey. I'll just say that much.
It'll be a journey.
It's gonna be a journey. It's gonna be a journey. Next year is gonna be a big year though, and I don't want to count the underdog out.
Nah, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, word. Okay.
For sure.
Yeah. No, we totally got that. I overstand.
You overstand, right?
We working.
Yeah.
I get it. We writing. Okay. Yeah.
Oh no, not me. Like I said, white flag, baby, Switzerland over here.
Come over here, dog. It's peace. I'm here for peace.
I'm here for peace.
What's up, Jack?
Chicken grease.
we're talking about all the instruments that you've played. Is there an instrument that you still want to learn?
Absolutely. You know, I'm a big fan of strings, and my mom plays the viola, but I want to learn how to play the violin. It'd be really
Okay.
nice. I mean, I use strings on a lot of my records, and if I could really like figure that out, it'd be one less check I'm spending. You know, like, yeah, for sure.
One less 10 band.
Yeah, you feel me? Like just like you know, you don't even have to be that amazing. You just gotta have good tone.
Yeah.
you know,
No, that's for sure, right?
can get through
So
it.
for the movie Detroit, you had to like chop off your hair, right?
Yeah, I had to
Will
cut
you
my
ever do
hair
that
off
again?
Absolutely not. But I mean, you know, to be completely honest, man, my life hasn't been like a super crazy trajectory financially. Like there was times where I needed the money for Detroit, and it was like, you know, well, if I want to continue my journey, and if I want to continue to act, I know I can get more roles if I cut my hair off right now, and it grows back. As you can see, I got long dreads. You know what I'm saying? It's just cornrow right now, but yeah, man, I just knew for a fact I had to fight, and this was an opportunity to keep going.
Yeah, nah, man. Listen, man, you're doing it, dog. Congratulations.
Yo, thank you, man. I appreciate
that. We love to watch the growth and the success, man. You know,
Yo,
we love to see the winning, man.
It's a real journey, and I'm so thankful.
And it's tough. It's tough.
The attitude is gratitude, yeah.
That's
because
it.
I mean,
That's it.
Thanksgiving just popped up, and even prior to Thanksgiving, I mean, I just had to switch my perspective. There's certain times where you think like, man, I should be doing this, or you see other people playing bigger rooms, or doing more TV slots, or getting that festival you want. But I think just like getting to the basics of gratitude in the present moment is gonna help me, create better things in the future.
Gratitude is the attitude. You gotta stay in your lane. There's no traffic in there.
There's no traffic, exactly.
In your lane,
Yeah.
So you gotta stay there. What's up, Garcia?
Hey, quick question. You travel a lot, obviously, with tour, and when you want to kind of get music out of your brain for a little bit, do you ever flip over and be a fan of TV? Do you watch? You have some favorite shows or movies that you hit while you're on the road?
Oh, absolutely. When I'm on the road, I'm really on my Tarantino kick. I was watching like Pulp Fiction, Reservoir Dogs.
I
Kill Bill 1, 2.
Like you could watch 100 times.
100 times, and it's always gonna work.
Yeah.
And this is my first time doing like a tour bus tour, so I had like a nice TV, nice sound system. I was back there vibing. Really
I just
chilling.
looked up The Hateful Eight literally yesterday too.
That's a good film. That's a good film. Underrated.
Yeah.
Underrated for sure.
I thought it was really dope.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah, that's a good one too, man.
Legendary.
Scene, dog, when they come to rob the house.
Yeah.
Those murders. Bro, that's just such an amazing scene, the way they work music into it. He's very good about his musical.
Oh, absolutely.
I
It
love when
plays
the
a big
music
piece.
makes sense.
And shout out to RZA too. I hope y'all know RZA
Yeah.
was the one scoring a lot of those big ones, man. Yeah,
crazy,
RZA got it.
crazy.
And I actually found this dope Mexican spot called El Coyote.
From
Once Upon a Time. Yo, I've been going there ever since, man. I love that place.
Chili John's here in Burbank.
Oh, word.
Yeah,
That's right over
man.
there too.
I love a
Yeah.
good film location, man.
Nah, for sure. Like
really
they actually
do.
put me on, man. Yeah.
Nah, for sure.
I was
What are your tour bus rules?
My tour bus rules, I don't really have too
Can't
many.
poop on the bus, right?
Yeah, well, there's definitely, you can't do that.
That goes without saying.
I'll say if you're gonna roll a spliff, make sure it's leveled out. Like I don't want the whole bus smelling like tobacco. That's a big thing.
Okay.
Got
it.
Yeah. Other than
Especially
that, I'm
for your
pretty
voice.
exactly. I'm kind of chilling. So yeah.
Man, listen, dog. Congratulations, bro.
Yo, thank you.
Let's
man,
get it,
for
bro.
real.
Come see us anytime. It's too easy, bro.
Oh, for sure, man. I really appreciate y'all for having me.
Nah,
for
we
real.
appreciate your time and energy and your music as well, and everything you bring to it, man.
Nah, and I'm definitely gonna keep going. This is just the beginning of something really dope.
Nah, you're a breath of
sure.
fresh
Yeah.
air, man.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate that, man. Leon Thomas, Cruz Show, Real 92.3. Let's get it.